Welcome to Obsessed with Guitars. I am your host, Paul, and today we wrap up the Ceriatone AH50 series. Yes, I know I still have yet to post up the redone audio from the very first video. Don't worry, I am going to do that. Life is just a little bit busy right now. So today I've decided to bring out my Stratocaster so that we can get some good clean tones. Beware talking about my guitar coming up, and I will just... Okay, fine. There on the screen. There, right there. That's where I start actually playing the guitar. You happy? Fantastic. So, this is my David Gilmour clone Strat. This actually is my old classic 50s Strat. You remember this thing from the Orange and Mad Amp videos? Yeah, this thing doesn't have a killer anymore. Just like David Gilmour's, I filled in the hole with a big old block of wood and put the 6-screw back inside of it. And yeah, I did all the David Gilmour relicing on the thing in the right spots. Painted it in nitro lacquer, put the neck back onto it here. It does have the American standard Strat pickups right here, but to be accurate to Dave's guitar as it was on Animals Through the Wall, I have a Dimarzio FS-1 in here. You'll see a lot of people put in the Seymour Duncan SSL-1s, which it's not actually. He had an SSL-1 that was custom wound for him, and the SSL-5, which is that pickup, didn't come around until the Wall tour. So if you want to sound like David Gilmour did back in the 1970s when he was recording Animals or The Wall, you need a Dimarzio FS-1. And I'm going to do a video where I break out the Line 6 Helix, and I really do have an excellent high watt clone in that pedal. Really amazing, and they do really good ram's head muff clones, so you can get the David Gilmour sound out of that thing. Really incredible. We'll do that in another video. Today it's going to be about getting the clean tones and basically, well, what does it sound like when a single coil is plugged in through this thing. I will do some gain through this thing because I think that single coils really do shine when you put it through the gain channel. Really amazing. So right now we are on the clean channel. We are at about 3 on the clean volume. Treble is just above noon. Middle is just above noon. Slightly less above noon than the treble was. Bass is above noon as well. And I have the bright switch set in the center. It can get pretty glassy when you have all the way to the right, which we'll hear in just a second, and then we'll go to some of the gain tones. But here is my basic tone on the bridge pickup, everything on 10. I think that's a really cool kind of woody Strat kind of sound. Pushed a little bit, you know, it's still a high gain amplifier, so it's kind of having to restrain itself. But just so you can hear it, here's what that bright switch sounds like all the way over to the right. A lot glassier, a lot more alive. Man, I love that sound. It can get pretty sharp, though, when you're in a band situation or a live situation. I'm going to put that back over to the center. And actually, you know what? Before I move on, let's go over all the way to the left. Let's hear this thing all the way to the left. Sounds really awesome too. I still have to say my favorite is in the center. But let's go back over to the center, and I'm going to put it onto the second position. This is bridge and middle. Now that's a really, really tasty sound. Here it is in the middle section. Doesn't sound bad. Usually I find the middle position on a Strat pretty useless, but... Actually sounds pretty darn nice. All right, so here we are in the 4th position. This is neck and middle. Not bad at all. All right, neck position. That's nice and meaty. I like the sound of that. I like the feel of that. Let's hear these other pickup positions here. And this is still the neck, and I've moved the switch over on the bright all the way to the right, so it's going to be, well, brighter. Ooh, I like that. So here it is, still over in that bright switch in the 4th position. And here it is in the middle position. Nice funky sound. Actually feels really good in that position. Usually I find the middle pickup can just be removed, kind of like Richie Blackmore does, but in this case, feels good. Ooh. 2nd position. Man, I do love that nice in-between bridge and middle pickup together. You know, you'd think that the super hot bridge pickup would be too dark, but it actually is pretty nice and glassy. I think that this amplifier that's normally associated as being a ridiculously gain... So this amplifier that really gets a reputation as being an over-the-top gain monster, well, because it is, I think does a disservice to it for how good it sounds clean. In the room anyway, this sounds absolutely fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and go in the back. I'm going to flip that M69 switch so that we can start hearing how it sounds with some different eras of Marshall. Okay, so the M69 switch is now in the up position. Now I notice an increase in volume. I feel like the treble is a little bit more pronounced as well. Now let's go back into the bridge position here. Sounds really nice. All right, I'm going to put the M69 switch back where it was, and I'm going to flip the era switch. All right, so now I have switched the era switch into the center position. It was in the up position. We'll hear it in the down position next, but for now, center position. All right, to me, it sounds almost like it went more JTM 45-y, a lot clearer, like almost Fender-like. Really, really nice sounding. Bridge position. I like like it. Much richer sounding to me. Neck position. Sounds nice. Nice percussive thud. Let's flip that arrow switch all the way down. All right, arrow switch down position, still in the bridge pickup. It sounds to me like it thinned out a little bit more. Almost like it class 8'd or something. So let's hear it with the M69 switch put back up in the up position, arrow switch still at the bottom. Sounds a little bit woodier to me. Interesting, like it's, a little more compressed. Almost like it's closer to the edge of breakup here, and back to the bridge pickup. Oh yeah, that's definitely kind of closer to, a later Fender kind of clean. Have a much more straightforward, less alive clean. All right, let's put that arrow switch back at the top. All right, one more switch in the back to play with, which would be the thick switch. It's currently up, and I'm going to put it down. Sounds a bit more treble focused here. I think I lost some bottom end. Yep, definitely like it in the other position. That's got to be my favorite sound out of this amplifier. It's such a great gain monster, but I think it's mostly because it's surprising at how good it sounds clean that I'm just kind of shocked that a big, massive gain monster like this would actually elicit really good clean tones. Feels nice. Well, since we're still on the clean channel, let's go ahead and just see how this bad boy sounds with it being pushed a little bit more. So let's bring that volume up to 6 here, and let's see what we're getting now. Getting just a little bit of hair. We're getting on the edge of breakup here. That was on the neck pickup. Let's see how it sounds on the bridge pickup. This should be pushing a little bit harder. This is the Dimarzio FS-1, which should be driving this a little bit harder because it is about 10.5K or so, which is significantly higher than the neck in the middle, which are about 6.5. We're definitely into really old school overdrive here. Kind of more akin to what you get out of like the Kinks or something. Definitely into that glassy, just slightly hairy kind of overdrive. Let's go ahead and push it even higher. Let's bring it up to, just put it almost up to 3/4 of the way here. I just noticed now for the very first time, the numbers on the front of this amplifier go to 11. Yeah, I definitely should have noticed that earlier. But oh well, whatever. It's set to about 3 o'clock or 8 on the dial if you prefer, and this is on the bridge pickup. Nice, delicious crunch on this. You know what, let's just hear how it sounds all the way up. Let's turn it to 11. Very, very, very satisfying to listen to. Let's bring that back on down here. Just for completeness sake, let's just go ahead and bring it over to the overdrive channel because, well, I really like how these things sound with single coils. So... Let's hear the high overdrive. Yeah, so no matter what guitar you plug into it, it's just gonna give you crazy good tone. Uh, yeah, I know. I've done a lot of videos on this thing. I'm sorry. Yeah, you want to plumb the depths of really cool amplifiers that you get into your possession. And when you have this many options on one amplifier, you just can't do it all in one video, at least not one reasonably short video. So if you want to hear more of this thing, yeah, sorry, it's not going to happen for a little while. I'm going to be doing other videos on the Line 6 for the next couple of weeks, just because I need to get out some Kiss sound alike and to get some Pink Floyd sound alike. But don't worry, there are going to be more amps coming in the near future. I'll get other ones in here, and I'll do more cool tips and tricks on getting cool sounds out of your amplifiers. But until next time, just like and subscribe, watch a couple more videos, and don't forget to stay obsessed with guitars.